Hey there, and welcome to Retirement Reimagined. I'm Tiffany Neary, Senior Living Specialist, and this is the podcast where we flip the script on senior living. Whether you're a retiree ready to take on a new adventure or just curious about how to make the most of your golden years, you're in the right place. Join me and our amazing expert guests as we dive into everything from hitting the road in an RV, getting your financial ducks in a row, exploring the perks of a reverse mortgage, or just figuring out how to link that smartphone to your car. We're here to inspire, inform, and give you practical tips to live your best retired life. So buckle up, tune in, and let's reimagine what retirement can truly be. Hey everyone, welcome to the podcast, Retirement Reimagined. We've got Heather Paez here. Did I say that correctly?
You did.
Oh, very good, very good. And she is a longtime friend of a longtime friend, and she has personally helped me organize my closet, my office. It was an incredible transformation, but we also know that she has skills that we need when we have our seniors, and they've got some items that need to be gone through or organized. So Heather, tell us a little bit about what you do and how you got into this wonderful, so much needed career.
My name is Heather Paez. I'm the owner and operator of Simply Efficient Home Organization. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and I started because many years ago, I was working in the admin world, and I got pregnant with my third baby and ended up being a stay-at-home mom. And I was just trying to find something I could do to earn some money and work around everyone's schedule. And I found out that I could get paid to organize, and I love organizing. So I thought, how awesome. So I looked into the NAPO, National Association of Professional Organizers, and researched what I needed to do to start my business. And I just started. I've been organizing though since I was a little girl, really. I would organize even my friends' closets, and I just enjoy
Lucky
organizing.
friends.
So I started working with friends and family members and just doing free organizing here and there to kind of get used to it and get experience. And then now I'm doing it full time, sometimes 7 days a week. I organize.
It's obviously your kids are grown now.
Yes, I have a college student who's apparently not in college right now. Anyway, so yeah, and I work with a lot of seniors or children of seniors who are hiring me to help with downsizing their parents' homes, or sometimes clearing out a home occasionally. But it's I love working with seniors and talking to seniors and hearing their stories.
So this is a much needed I can't even come up with the word. Oh my gosh. What you do, number one, when I got my closet done, I felt this relief.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think my closet was that bad. Like I didn't have a lot of stuff, so to speak. But once we got organized, and once you taught me how to stay organized, it's not just about organizing someone, but you can actually teach them, oh, we do it this way because of this. Also, you mentioned maybe children my age. I'm 51. My parents are in their 70s. Getting our parents organized, because my mom may have a lot of stuff, and she loves her stuff, and I don't want to be mean about her stuff, but you are a professional, and you can go in there as a third party and be like, all right, Chrissy, what do we love and what do we don't love? And then add your professionalism to that and make her feel warm and cozy about getting organized.
Yeah. And it is important. It's so important to be compassionate and realize that these things might not be important to us, but they are important to them. And figuring out a way to really have that conversation with them where we're not being hurtful. So I try to point out why it's so important for a senior's well-being. Um, you know, all of us accumulate so much throughout the years, and the older we get, the more we accumulate. So it's very normal for someone in their senior years to have a ton of stuff. It's normal. Um, so the thing is like people get bogged down by it and they don't realize that a lot of these things that they think are making them happy actually aren't making them happy. They're actually causing stress, overwhelm. It makes it harder to put things away, harder to find things. And I mean, all of us, as we get older, our memory isn't the greatest. Even I'm suffering from that now in my 40s. And so, as a senior, the less we have and the more simplified we can make our lives, it just makes things so much easier. Um, and also, you're in real estate. Every square inch of our home is valuable real estate. And so, we just want to make sure that the items that we have in our own home really deserve a place there.
So, are you finding more that the children of seniors are calling you, or are seniors reaching out going, I am just done with these piles. I can't find my checking account statements. I know I need to find my trust booklet, and my kids are asking about it. Who's calling you?
Yeah, so I get different scenarios. I have a few seniors who have called me, and I'm working with them on a regular basis, helping go through paperwork. And they are really thinking about their loved ones and how they can make things easier for their loved ones in the years to
Ooh,
come.
I love that
Yeah,
because, sometimes we're in a position.
exactly. Exactly. So having those hard conversations that, are uncomfortable, but, very real that we all have to address at some point. Um, so I have those types of clients who are really trying to get things ready so that when when they get to a certain point, they're taking that stress away from their children. So I have those clients, and then I do have clients who are children. Maybe their mom and dad want to downsize, and so they need help with what to do with all the stuff and how to have these conversations as a it's always better, and this isn't just with seniors, it's with everybody. It seems like it's so much easier hearing it from someone else than your own child. I think parents and kids even feel attacked when it's their family member who's kind of coming at them, but when it's a third party who just does this for a living and they're coming in, I go in. I go in with a very neutral tone. I don't pretend to be on anybody's side. I'm really there for the well-being of everybody. So I try to make that clear from the very beginning. This isn't about you and you doing anything wrong, or everything that's going on is very normal. We're all in this together and just trying to get through this together. so
So yeah, you're a neutral third party,
yeah.
just trying to fill a need to declutter, prepare for the next step,
Hmm.
or once someone has passed away, clear out their belongings for their family
Hmm.
members that are still with us.
Yes,
So it's very emotional for you to navigate.
it is, and I think that's why this is a really good job for me, because I tend to be a very empathetic person. And so when I go in there, it's not just a client, I genuinely do care about the people that I work with. And I think that is so important, especially in this line of work, to have that compassion for people.
Mhm.
And it's just received so much better by the seniors that we're working with. Um, and I want to really point out that it's the reason why I have a list of bullet points of why it's so important to minimize as a senior, to declutter and minimize. Number
Your
one,
psychological well-being.
Yeah,
Okay.
psychological,
Give
but
us the list. Give us the list
yeah,
because we need that.
yeah. So, number one, creating a safer environment. So, the older we get, our risk of falling is it's that's very scary, and I hear that a lot with my senior clients. It's so
Hmm.
dangerous. One fall, they're in the hospital. So, creating a safe environment for them to live in where they can walk through very easily without tripping over things.
Good.
Um, protecting and protecting your mental health, reducing stress, reducing overwhelm, taking less thought out of what am I going to wear today. Have it simplified as much as possible. Just only have stuff in your closet that you know you wear. Get rid of the rest. Simplifying your daily routine, uh, possibly creating income from items that might be able to be sold.
Mm.
Um, like we were just talking about, making life easier for the ones that you love. Um, and just really allowing yourself at that point of life to just focus on your relationships and your experiences and not have all of that other stuff holding you back from that. So,
Yes, because you know the well-being is true, and just coming up with a family member that I have in mind. um she's never been one to want to organize or know where something is, and it makes her very frustrated.
mhm.
And when you're in your 70s and you're frustrated, it just doesn't it, it ruins your day, and
Yeah,
you feel less of a person. I empathize with her, but um if she just reach out maybe, and instead of having a lot of piles everywhere, maybe you could um, teach, this is why we only have one pile, or
yeah,
this, like your little mail slot on the back, that would be amazing for so many people to have at their front door,
yeah,
because or somewhere that they see every day. It's like, okay, this is the mail I need to go through, or like this needs
yeah,
my
exactly.
attention.
Yeah.
I'm going to need
And
this in the next
everybody,
week.
exactly. And everybody is very different. We all have different learning modality styles, or strengths and weaknesses. So it's really looking at, is this person more kinesthetic? Is this person more visual? Finding those strengths and finding the
Yes.
weaknesses and trying to focus on building, creating systems around their strengths.
That's really, really good to know, because not everybody's the same. Like,
Exactly.
I feel like I need a pile to remind me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put it in a folder, but some people might like a folder. So I'm so glad you brought that up, because that's huge that you ask the questions needed, look around to what they currently are filing, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
and then customize that to them.
Yeah, exactly.
So cool. So cool. Because most people are like, okay, here's, a 3-tiered something, something at your office. And
Yeah,
that
and
might
it
not
doesn't
work
work
for
for
people.
everybody. Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
So good. So good. And then you also talked about you were working with some seniors. Is it an ongoing basis, as far as you do maybe one room at a time, or how does that work?
Yeah, so that's actually another point I wanted to bring up, because when getting started, it can be very overwhelming. So it's important to start in one space at a time. And when you do that, you could, it depends on what we're working on, but let's say we're working on the living room.
Okay.
I would set up bins or boxes that would be labeled, I'd call it a sorting station.
Okay.
And if I'd set it up in a way where we have maybe a donate box, and we have a trash box, and we have a give to somebody else box, or whatever we want to call them, and just have them in the living room, and then go through everything little by little. Um, it's good to start with things that are, I would call low hanging fruit, easy purge items, instead of going straight to something like photographs that are going to bring up memories, and you want to sit and reminisce about the photos. It's easier to start with the low-hanging fruit stuff that you can look around your room and think, okay, is this item serving my current lifestyle? Do I love it? If the answer is no, and it's easy to toss in that donate box, then toss it in the donate box and don't look back. Move into the pictures later, because that is something that could definitely hold you back from progress if you start with those hard decision items first.
So like magazines, maybe someone's got magazines from 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
And so, yeah, then if I'm working with a senior, we just go from room to room, and I try to set it up in a way where they can work on it when I'm not with them.
Okay.
And also look for people, a lot of people call it body doubling, people who are maybe a friend or a loved one that could come and help them, during the times that I'm not with them.
Okay.
And just kind of making your way around and really thinning out as much as possible.
Let's talk about that, because a lot of people do work better when someone's there with them, even if that someone is just sitting on a chair while they do their thing.
Yeah. And I have people who hire me just to be an accountability partner.
Okay.
They do the work and I'm just there to keep them company. And sometimes they will, talking about modality strengths, I'm a verbal processor. I have a client who's also a verbal processor, and to have somebody there just to talk through things out loud with helps her to get stuff done. So,
wow. This is so much more than you would think. And I'm so glad I'm having you on, because it dives into psychological, people's way of sorting or your personality. This is so much deeper than just a clean closet.
So. It really is. And I think people don't really understand. I think we base professional organizing off of what we see on TV. You're either a hoarder or you are someone who wants everything meticulous and perfect, like the Kardashian pantry. That's not reality in most cases.
Yes.
Most of my clients are going to be either seniors who are downsizing, or busy professionals, or moms who just need, we're not just organizing, we're organizing life in general. It's not just physical objects. We're making life better all around in so many different ways.
Yes. Yes. So I just moved into a new house, more room than I ever need. And I'm almost thinking that the more room, I am less organized. I know it. I know I am less organized, because it's like there's 18 drawers in the kitchen.
There's
who needs
too many
18
options.
drawers? It's silly.
Yeah.
So I need you. Number one, you need to come over and spend like a week.
I'd love to. Tell me when.
Yes. So let's talk about, let's see. Do you have another bullet point that you'd like to go over? Or you want me to hit on the couple things that you told me about?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Now, we talked about downsizing, which is very popular. I work in the senior world. I deal with seniors as far as educating about the equity in their home. So we are either downsizing or we're utilizing some equity funds so that we can make the house safer.
Yeah.
Better for them to age in place in, better for them as far as safety and accommodations. So, we kind of go hand in hand about the empathy and what we're doing to make everybody's life better. Now, you talked about items that should and shouldn't be kept. Is there just a couple like top 5 things?
Yeah. So I like to tell people, well, first of all, surround yourself with things you love, that you truly love. Don't hold on to things that you are holding on to just because you feel guilty letting go of them.
Like you
And
got it for a birthday present or
yeah,
something. And okay.
and the way that I've changed that mindset in myself is I think, this person gave it to me. It was very sweet of them to give it to me. And I appreciate the sentiment. And now somebody else is going to enjoy it. So it's not going to go to waste. Somebody else is going to enjoy it. And the gift just keeps giving. And so that's how I try to think about that. Historical pieces are neat to keep, especially if it's a family heirloom. And family photos. Um, Sometimes what people will do is just take a picture of the item so they can still see it, but don't have it. It's not taking up space in their home. Um, but letting go of anything that's collecting dust, if it's sitting on your shelf or buried somewhere, it's really not being loved and really utilized. Even I know a lot of my senior clients don't cook as much as they used to. There's a lot of people who do Meals on Wheels and things like that. So really keeping a kitchen full of pots and pans and dishes isn't always
Their brand new
necessary.
all clads are just hanging out.
And so then it is nice to have those conversations with your family members, and especially if it's something sentimental that is a family heirloom. It's so my grandma, when she gives me those special items, I love to hear the story behind it, and I like to document it so that I can keep the story with the item, so that when it keeps getting passed down, the story doesn't get lost. And that's, I don't know, I think that's special. But yeah, just things like that.
Now, would you, let's say someone has this quilt and it's just folded up in the cabinet. Would you maybe repurpose it and hang it on a bar in a guest room so that they can see it now?
If it makes them happy. So
Yes.
that's another thing that, we keep these Afghans or blankets that grandma gave us because we feel bad letting go of them, but maybe we will never use them again. So I really encourage people to think about why they're keeping it and where they expect it to go long term. My graduation gown, my kids are not going to want my graduation gown. What are they going to do with it? So there's no sense in me keeping it. I have a picture of me wearing my graduation gown. That's good enough, I think. So it's just really holding on to the things that make us happy, that are serving a purpose in our life, and not just keeping it just to keep it because we feel bad letting it go.
Yeah. Or that bookshelf looks like it needed something there.
Exactly.
Stick
And
it.
that's something I stress all the time too. If just because we have the space or the storage doesn't mean we need to fill it.
Yes. 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 So, we talked about some hard conversations. It's always easier to have a third party. So, if
Yeah.
you are a son or daughter of someone that you feel would benefit from organizing, reach out to Heather. Please, please, please. It will help your entire family. Downsizing, well-being, it's a mental thing for sure. I
Yeah.
have experienced it. I, I I wanted, when my closet was organized at my previous house, I brought people in to look at it. I was very proud of it. um, so, and then you said if we want to, where would we begin if we wanted to get started with decluttering? We pick up the phone.
Yeah. And we kind of talked about that a little bit, but I think just giving yourself, if anybody was doing it on their own, I would say don't make unrealistic goals. Set goals that are realistic, especially for my seniors. Um, you know, Maybe start out with just 30 minutes a day, so you're not overwhelming yourself, because it can be very physically stressful and also emotionally stressful
Yes.
to have to deal with certain things.
Yes.
And so just giving yourself that grace and not overdoing it, and stepping away when you need to, and being proud of yourself when you are accomplishing things. Um, and just really putting life into perspective and what is important, asking yourself, what is important in my life right now? What is most important? Is it all of these things that are taking up space in my home, or is it being out and about with my family and having experiences, creating
Yes.
experiences and memories?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, I like this question that you put in front of me. I like this one a lot. As an organizer, what are some of the neat things you've seen while helping seniors downsize?
Oh my gosh.
I love a fun thing.
I know so many amazing things. One job I worked in, I found a bag full of vintage prima ballerina tutus that
Oh,
were really cool
those
from
are the
a
kind that
grandmother.
really stick out very
Yes,
straight.
the grandmother was a prima ballerina, and that was pretty amazing. Um, one of my clients had an original photo with Elvis.
Oh,
Yeah. And I just love historical stuff. Ration cards from World War II, leather bound books from the 1800s, just amazing, beautiful pieces that when you hold them, you're like, I wish I knew, everything you've seen. And I don't know, it's just, to me, that's really, really neat and special.
yes.
And those are the things that I always tell people, please don't get rid of this, or make sure it goes to somewhere where it's going to be appreciated and respected.
And you may have an actual design that you can do. Maybe those leather bound books get put in a glass case and now
So
we're on display.
yeah,
Or,
exactly.
of course, the photo of Elvis doing his thing gets put in a little frame, but a really cool frame that with the
Exactly.
story behind it or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If it's a treasure, then treat it like a treasure. Don't let it just be buried or covered in dust somewhere.
Yes. 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 Um, well, Heather, I think we've gone over what you do, kind of how you do it, but it's your thing. So you do differently for each person,
Hmm.
which is great because we're all different. And you work with all kinds of people, but love your seniors and love the stories. And that's me too. So people can get a hold of you. How?
They can either call me directly. My cell phone is that going to be listed here?
Yes, everything will
Okay.
be listed below. So Heather has a Facebook, she has an Instagram, and of course the old-fashioned telephone.
And my website as well. There's a contact form on the website as well.
Okay, and we'll put all of that in there. So if you're in a position where you're a child of a senior or a senior yourself and you just need some help, which most of us do. We don't have the beautiful gene that makes us an organized person or like to organize or even know where to start. Reach out to Heather. She'll come to your home. She'll analyze. And then honestly, she'll bring with your permission, she'll bring the coolest organized tools and the label maker and all kinds of fun stuff. I just actually got to view a house of a client of yours, and it was fantastic. It was so organized, things that I would not have thought of. The guest room was set up in a way where it was just like a hotel. Really cool. Excellent job.
Thank you. I
Yes.
love it.
So everyone, reach out to Heather. Enjoy your retirement. Don't get caught up in all the stuff. Yeah, live your life. Just free.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
thanks, Heather, for joining us. I appreciate you, and thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Thanks for tuning in to Retirement Reimagined. I hope today's episode gave you some great tips to elevate your retirement. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you found our discussion helpful, please leave a review. It helps others find the podcast too. Curious about how to unlock new financial opportunities in retirement? I'd love to chat and explore how we can make your golden years even brighter. Until next time, I'm Tiffany Neary. Keep reimagining.